So, welcome to the Mindful Meditation course. Just give you a little brief introduction, just so you can get an idea of what we will be covering. So, life is generally full of unforeseen changes and challenges and chaotic times, particularly at this time when I'm recording this. We're going through coronavirus, and actually, at the moment, we're in lockdown in the UK. So it's definitely an unforeseen change for us at the moment. And it can be easy to get swept away by the endless challenges that we face. And even if we weren't going through this strange time at the moment, generally in daily life, it's easy to get swept away by the seemingly endless list of chores and tasks and deadlines that seem to pile up without you even realizing it. And of course, we've still got those things happening, even though we're experiencing this coronavirus at the moment. And those things can cause you to feel run down in the body, in your mind, and just generally in your spirit as well. So once you find yourself feeling this way, it can sometimes seem nearly impossible to wake yourself back up to the beauty and the benefits of life. We can kind of be more in this sort of downward spiral, thinking about what we don't have. And then this can cause you to feel hopeless and tired of your own life, your health, physically and mentally may suffer as well. But luckily, there's a way to improve your life, even during these most chaotic and stressful times. And studies have shown that mindfulness is a key technique for improving the body, the mind, and the spirit, no matter what the situation, even during times of chaos, even during these times. So, in short, mindfulness is the act of being in the present, being in this present moment. But there's more to it than that. So in this course, we'll learn what mindfulness is and the key techniques for becoming more mindful. And as a result, you'll learn how to improve your entire essence during these chaotic and challenging times. So what is mindfulness? So mindfulness is the ability to be completely present as opposed to thinking about the past, the future, or any other event that takes us away from being in this present moment. So, of course, when we're experiencing our lives, maybe doing our work or something, we'll be thinking about the future, the past. Sometimes we're not completely present in this moment. And that's what we're trying to achieve with mindfulness. So being mindful includes being aware of where we are, what we're doing, and how we feel. More so, it includes being in touch with ourselves, knowing our limits and understanding your goals and desires for life. So basically just knowing what works and doesn't work for you and how you react to situations as well. So as humans, it gets easy. As humans, it's easy for us to get swept away by other thoughts and events other than be in the present. This causes us to be the opposite of mindful. And that means that our physical, mental, and emotional health can then struggle. For example, stress in the workplace can distract us from appreciating our family at home, causing problems in the home. And mindfulness can help with that. So, you might be experiencing stress at work, come home and take it out on your family because, those stressful times do have an impact. All people are capable of mindfulness. And even if it seems hard, our brains are completely capable of focusing on the present and honing out the distractions of life. With that being said, it can be incredibly difficult to do this, which is why mindfulness practice are so helpful. And practicing mindfulness can teach us and train us to better focus on the present moment, allowing us to ignore anything else that may be a distraction. So that's what we're teaching. We're always coming back to this present moment, back to the present moment. So even though we might be experiencing stress at our work and then we come home and maybe take it out on our family, mindfulness will teach us to be aware that, perhaps work is the cause of it, and being aware that maybe our family are not the cause of it, and that we can take a moment, take a breath in and take a breath out. So understanding the point of mindfulness. Before starting on your mindful journey, it's really important to understand what mindfulness can and cannot do for you. Because if you have unrealistic expectations about mindfulness, it can be incredibly easy to feel like mindfulness is not working for you and then to give up on the practice completely. So many people believe that mindfulness is about attaining some state of bliss. And bliss is often described as some state of perfect happiness that is oblivious to other factors surrounding it. And it's important to recognize that mindfulness is not about reaching a state of bliss. That state is impossible to reach because it is impossible. It's not impossible to reach. I've reached moments of bliss, but to have it every moment of the day in, day out, is not very realistic. Because there'll always be challenges and difficulties in life that disrupt this so-called state. So in other words, consistent bliss doesn't exist. With that being said, mindfulness can and should make you feel happier and more content with your overall life. But it's good to be more realistic about it. And this allows mindfulness to be geared towards appreciating your life and self better. It helps you see past short-term struggles and appreciate the life you have, even in the bad times. And for this reason, the point of mindfulness is to help you be more connected in your situation, responding more compassionately and rationally in difficult situations. And really importantly, being more compassionate to yourself and others. Mindfulness is not about creating a perfect life, but it is about creating the life that you want and are excited to live. It's important to note that mindfulness is not about being in the present all the time. As humans, we would become completely overwhelmed and overloaded if we stayed in the present all day, every day. And there are times in our lives when we need to think about the past, present, about the past, future, or just maybe nothing at all. So there's so many benefits to mindfulness. It's been studied in several clinical trials, and it helps to improve our overall health and well-being, and it can help with stress, anxiety, pain, depression, insomnia, cardiovascular disease. And mindfulness also helps to increase our attention, regulate our emotions, and increase our motivation and overall life satisfaction. So a little recap, mindfulness is the act of being in the present so you can live a more balanced life. And as you become more mindful, you will experience a number of benefits for you, both emotionally, mentally, and also physically. So do let me know if you have any questions.